The movie Okja has been on my list since they added to Netflix months ago. I found it cool. I like Steven Yeun. His name Yun. Yeah, the guy that was on The Walking Dead. I saw him in the trailer, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna watch that. So I added it on my list. I started watching it right after I added it, and I saw that it was subtitled, and I'm like, I mean, it's not all subtitle. Part of big part of it is in Korean and subtitled. So I was like, no, because it's not my thing. And I heard that Okja was also a vegan propaganda movie, and I was like, whatever. I'm not gonna watch it. But then a couple days ago, whenever I asked for recommendations, or yesterday, I guess I asked for recommendations on Netflix. One of my friends who has led me towards the vegetarian, vegan-ish lifestyle um, recommended Okja, so I started from the beginning and watched it. And even though it's a dramatization of part of it has a dramatization of the slaughterhouse, I bet that's very similar to what it's like. And Okja was saved because she's a pet. But there were thousands more super pigs there in the slaughterhouse yards. And it's dramatizations, it's fiction, but it's based on reality because that's really what society, big business is doing, is killing animals by the thousands, and we don't really need that. Um, different. These were genetically modified animals. They weren't naturally occurring animals, but they had real feelings. They were really animal. I mean, they were alive, and we don't need to eat animals. Um, this is coming from me. I used to be a lover of bacon and sausage, and kind of I still think about it sometimes. Like I was watching Supermarket Sweep tonight, and they had 4 foot sausage. I don't know what kind of sausage it was. Polish sausage. I don't know sausage. 4 foot, big long, salami roll. I don't know, but I was like, I used to eat um, Christmas salami. I don't know, meat stick. No, I did a pound of meat. I would just be sitting there. And that's not only is that murder, but that's not good for me. That's slowly killing me eating that much of anything. So I'm cutting down on. So to say veganish. I'm cutting down on cheese and dairy. Trying cutting it out when it's a primary. But I can't cut it out completely yet because there is milk and whey protein and stuff in a lot of foods that we eat, and I can't afford to spend the time that it takes to and the money to cook every single thing myself. I have to buy things that have been processed, that they do have dairy in them. But if it's a primary ingredient, I'm not buying it. That's just the way I am now. And that's a personal choice on my part. But I would really hope that more people would make a similar choice because there are a lot of animals that are getting killed that don't need to be. I mean, there may have been a time in human history when we needed to kill animals to survive, but I don't know. I can't even think about I can't even imagine it because back in hunter gatherer days, yeah, they'd hunt, but they'd also gather. They would eat a lot of things from the land, and if Planes of Passage and that series, listened to a lot of it on tape, and I'm like, if that is anything what it was like, if that compares to it, they would use every part of the animal that they would hunt, and I think I feel that is different than just needlessly slaughtering animals to make things taste good. I mean, and they would eat meat for like 2 or 3 months of the year, and the rest of the year they would eat nuts and vegetation. I mean, they would. I don't know. It's just it's a big concept, but my choice right now is I'm going meatless, and leaning towards raw. When I can go raw, completely no animal products, no dairy, no eggs. I mean, because I do eat things that have some in them, but I avoid it because I've seen some of the atrocities, and I don't really want to be part of that anymore. And I would invite other people not to be part of it either, but can't force a hand.